Gentlemen, welcome to another GI Watch Along. I am your host today, Alex Stadnik,
Hello.
and man, I am so excited. Today, for the first time in a year and a half, September 2019, the before times, if you will. This is the first time we're getting a Nintendo Direct since then, and I cannot believe that we're here. Join with me today, you know him, you love him, the other face of video, Alex Van Aken. The superior face of video, I should say.
No. Thank you for having me.
I don't agree with that. I love you both equally.
Thank you. And you may be saying to yourself, GI audience, who's this beautiful man sitting in before us? That is Joseph Yaden, a freelance video game reporter. You can find his work on Digital Trends and his podcast, Active Quest, which is very good. I recommend it.
Hello.
Thank you so much for joining us today, my friend.
No. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, we've been trying to hook something up like this for a little bit, so I'm excited that it worked out. So, I think the proper way to kick this off is by us going around making stone cold predictions, looking into our crystal balls, and telling you exactly what's going to happen with no chance of being wrong. So, Joseph, you are our guest. So if you'd like to start, or if there's too much pressure, I can start. You just let me know.
No, I got it. Okay, so what did we say? We said slam dunk, and then like personal, like just something that we would love personally for us, and then a Smash character, right?
That's what
Those are the three things.
I think that's a good way to structure things.
Okay, so slam dunk, Mario Golf.
Oh,
I think. I think it's been too long. I think 2013 was the last entry, 2014 on the 3DS. It's been too long. Right. I think we're about due.
That's something that.
When did you play that?
I haven't played Mario Golf in quite some time, but I will say I've been playing a lot of Golf Story and What the Golf last year.
Oh yeah.
So I'm like all in on the golfing games. I think I'm finally becoming my father's son he's a huge golfer. So I'm now totally sold on the idea of Mario Golf, and I would love to see that. So
I dig it.
And of course, you shouldn't forget to play Everybody's Golf, the best sports game on PS4.
Whoa,
of course.
Coming in hot. I love it.
And in VR. It's available in VR as well.
Oh, that's really cool.
That's my slam dunk. One personally for me that I would just love and just chef's kiss. Wario Land, some sort of Wario Land, either Wario Land 5 or just I would pay $1,000 for a Wario Land game.
Wow.
If Mr. Nintendo said it's $1,000, we can't help it. That's just how much it costs. Yeah, no problem. Here you go.
I think I'd pay 40.
That's just for me.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Okay. Or 40, something like that.
Yeah, let's save you some money on that one. Yeah. Alex, do you want to go next?
Sure.
Joseph, what's your Smash character? What do you think is going to be revealed?
Leon and Claire from Resident Evil.
Oh, that's a good one. I like that a lot.
I don't know that I actually think that's going to happen, but that'd be really cool. And you could choose between them. That'd be really cool, man. I don't know, some roundhouse kicks in there. I think it would make sense.
There's been a lot of support from Capcom and Resident Evil on the Switch. I don't think that's necessarily insane. And then there was the rumors that I think like Dante was a character. So, I mean, I'm going to sound dumb. I'm trying to think of any Capcom characters in Smash. There's the dragon from Monster Hunter. But that's not a character.
Oh, isn't there a? I'm not. I don't. Yeah. There's no way to know. There's no way to find out.
It's impossible. All right. Mr. Van Aken, how are we feeling today?
Hello.
How you doing?
Feeling good. I'm excited to be here. I'm excited for the first official Direct in so long.
Yeah. I am
530 days, but who's counting?
Wow. Apparently you are. Yeah. My slam dunk pick. That's what I'm doing first, right?
Yeah.
Slam dunk pick. I mean, I'm gonna do the easy one. Zelda 35th Anniversary Collection. It's gonna be, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask. We'll probably get Link to the Past.
Whoa.
Sorry. Another light bulb moment. Or they could do a Game Boy. There's a lot of Zelda. Regardless, we're going to be getting them in some sort of collection that's coming to the Switch, similar to what they did with Super Mario.
Yeah.
It'll be a limited buy thing. My theory is that's why the Mario Anniversary Collection is ending in March, because the Zelda Anniversary Collection is going to take its place.
Yeah.
So
I love it. Because you started off, you're like slam dunk, and then you started listing off every Zelda game. I was like, oh, he's getting ambitious. I like it. What's your Hail Mary hope?
My Hail Mary hope is that we have either a sequel or a remake or just something in the series. Super Mario Strikers, my favorite Mario sports game. It's a fantastic soccer game, fantastic Mario sports game. Yeah, it still holds up today too. I've played that within the last year on my GameCube. It's so good. So
that game ruined friendships between me and my middle
Yeah,
school
yeah.
friends. Oh my
oh
god.
yeah,
I can't remember. There was one character in particular who was so overpowered with his like super strike. I can't remember who it was. I'll have to think on it. But I like that. I love that we're getting the Mario sports predictions in here because, you know, we did just get Super Mario 3D World. I don't we don't know what the next like Odyssey type game is coming, but it has been too long. I think Camelot did the tennis game, and they haven't been seen for a while.
Yeah, I feel like
I'm
it's
good
like
on the tennis. I'm all set. No more tennis.
Yeah, no more.
I feel like we're primed though for like a side Mario game since we got, like you said, 3D World, Bowser's Fury, Odyssey 2, if that's a thing. It's probably still a little ways off. So yeah, I feel like we're primed for an offshoot of the Mario series.
Definitely. What who's coming to Smash? Who's getting the envelope?
It's finally happening, baby. Xbox has been greasing Nintendo's wheels for a while now.
Oh, this
Master
man.
Chief in Smash.
It's
happening.
He's going
It's happening.
Alex
that
Van
would
Aken.
break the internet. The internet would just catch on fire if that would happen.
You're gonna see a grown man run around and in his little space. I'll full screen myself. Like I would lose my mind. He would be perfect in this game. I wish I was as bold as you were in that pick.
He's got all the abilities from Reach, you know, that can be his kit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think
I've thought about this a lot.
Yeah. I would love that. He was in Fortnite. I mean, I feel like everyone's in Fortnite at this point. But I love that. It shows Microsoft definitely would be willing to branch out. Yeah. So we'll see. That'd be wild, man. Here any other thoughts before I start mucking things up here?
No, I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Are you going to give us your predictions?
I am. I'm trying to think. I have a couple.
Did I throw you off with the Zelda 35? Is that going to be yours?
No, I'm trying to think. I have my list up right here. I'm trying to think if I want to go positive or negative.
Ooh, go negative.
Go negative. I'll change it up. These guys are bright.
What do you mean, Alex?
I'll hit you with a slam dunk. There will not be a single mention of Metroid today.
I'm with you.
That game is. They were just. I think as of maybe this year, maybe end of last year, there was a post for devs. They're still hiring for it. You know, it's only been 3 years since we've seen or since they blew everything up and took it back to Retro or Retro's doing it, right?
Yeah, Retro.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's too early, and especially with COVID, God bless those developers, man. I do not envy their task. But but I also, Alex, I agree with you with the 35th anniversary. I think I'm looking more towards like a Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, Skyward Sword, collab, you know. But we'll see. I feel like Wind Waker is, maybe this is me being biased, but I feel like Wind Waker is such a slam dunk. They already had the Wii U port, but I guess I agree. Yeah, I don't know how.
That's what I want.
I would love that.
Yes,
Wind Waker is fantastic.
That's only. I haven't played Wind Waker, so really? I very much want to.
It is it's a unique.
Oh man, it's so good.
Yeah, it's
so good.
Yeah, go for it, Joseph. Oh, I thought
it's just it. Yeah. No, yeah, it's just
so
that
good,
game
dude.
is so special. It's so important, and it was it's my favorite Zelda game before Breath of the Wild. So
that's rad.
Take that for what
See,
it's worth.
Breath of the Wild was what made me a Zelda fan. Even though I played them as a kid and enjoyed them, that's really what kind of like solidified my fandom.
Definitely.
But
no Metroid though. No Metroid.
No Metroid.
No, it's not happening.
No, let's see. Pie in the Sky. I guess I don't think this is that. I think this isn't. I'm looking through my predictions. This isn't the main thing I want, but I think this would be really smart and really cool. I have Nintendo announces Game Boy Online with a collection of Minish Cap, Link's Awakening, Four Swords, Oracle of Seasons / Ages, and then you know, those are kind of like what they used to announce it here, but then they open up an entire catalog. And then that works well for Pokemon's 25th anniversary, which is coming up on the 27th, because then they can, at their, whatever their direct is, they can be like, hey, red, blue, gold, silver, all these games are also coming to that, you know.
I like this.
I think
I like where your head's at.
It makes sense.
I'm liking it.
Nintendo also doesn't do what makes sense. So we'll see on that. Finally, my Smash prediction. In keeping with the Zelda 35th anniversary, I think they're going to go in-house and they're going to pull one of the champions from Breath of the Wild. So Urbosa, Mipha, Rivali.
Give me Rivali, man.
Yeah.
Rivali.
I think that could be really cool. And you know, I in my head when I was initially thinking about it, I was like, are they gonna do like the Pokemon trainer where you could like switch out all of the champions? I was like, all right, Stadnik, you're being a little too
No,
dreamy
that's
on
cool.
that one. So,
that's cool.
I'm with you on that. I actually really like that idea.
Yeah,
because they all have their own unique, you know, abilities tied to it.
Definitely. And I also have, if those aren't the ones, then it'll be either Beetle or Link's grandma from Wind Waker. Those are the only options. So.
And she just pours hot soup on people. That's her final smash.
I mean, that'd make me want to jump off the stage.
I mean, Mr. Game & Watch is in this game, so anything's possible.
Yes, anything is definitely possible. We got another, it looks like a minute. Gentlemen, I forgot to ask you, do you have the stream pulled up on your end?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I was just gonna go based on your face and your reaction. Like,
yeah, we're gonna react to you.
Is that a good face? Oh, okay.
Okay. Yay.
Yeah, I have it pulled up.
Beautiful.
I have it pulled up.
Okay. We may need to coordinate a little bit just to make sure we're not too off.
Sure thing.
So also chat, you guys are looking great today. Thank you for showing up.
Yeah, thanks for being here.
And it looks like we're already starting. So let's get into it.
Sweet.
All right, here we go.
Starting off with the COVID warning. I think that's smart.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're just a second ahead of me, Alex. So we're pretty close.
You want to refresh? See if you can catch up. But that's okay. Starting off with Smash, maybe?
Oh.
Is this
Bravely
Xenoblade?
Default or Xenoblade? Looks like
I
Xenoblade.
think it's Xenoblade.
Yeah.
One day,
I don't play
I
those
would just
games, but I think that's the
disappear.
character.
As you can hear from our silence here.
I'm excited for the people who like it.
Yeah. Maybe this is the one to get us into it.
Yeah.
Down Up Destiny is very excited here.
I couldn't find her anywhere.
Oh, Down Up. That's my co-host Chris
Oh,
on the podcast.
shout out to Chris. Thanks for joining us.
Shout out to Chris.
It was
I don't know
as
what
if
this
she
is, Chris,
vanished off the face of all rest.
but I'm glad you're excited. I'm sure you'll tell me about it.
A trace. Where have you gone? I'll find you, whatever it takes. This is where you were. Pyra!
Sorry, Rex. I couldn't tell you. Because...
Oh
I
man.
got an invitation to join
There it is. Alrighty, well, we were all completely and utterly wrong.
Look, it's Leon and Claire right there. Look at them.
Yeah, you called it.
Lyra.
I thought I was gonna
Called
be
it.
smashed.
Just sit back and leave it to
Sorry,
me,
chat,
Rex.
no Sora this
Behold
time.
the power of the
Yeah.
Aegis. Flash flare!
You powered up your smashes.
Chat, who of you is excited for this? Let me know.
Flame Nova! Prominent revolt! Blazing end!
That's
Our kit looks fun.
genius. You're pretty much owning them, and these are seasoned fighters.
I'm so
There are no
bad at Smash.
pushovers!
Are you?
Oh man, I'm like comically bad at Smash. Oh.
I used to think I was good at Smash, and then I started
Talk
playing
about a
people
tight
outside of my
spot.
friends. So
Mithra?
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Let me handle this.
Whoa.
trial with an error says I'm cool with this, and then Riken Hopkins says this is amazing. So people are definitely, there's some excitement here.
Cutting it close,
All
huh?
right.
Hey, we're
That
getting
sword looks
pretty
awesome.
Yeah.
Gee, I feel kind of bad now. Coming through.
I'm wondering if one of the Nintendo characters is going to get stabbed in the chest
Ready?
again.
Punishment.
I hope it's just Luigi.
It's kind of a
but-
tradition.
yeah.
Foresight.
Is it really a smash reveal if somebody doesn't get impaled?
Even use that.
Right here.
You two can
Adrian
swap
Bell
between
Grove
each
says,
other freely.
Serious
Xenoblade
fight.
character, apparently.
Lightning speed.
Oh,
Together.
so it is Xenoblade. Okay, I still didn't know.
Quite the spectacle, aren't they?
Wait, Gramps?
I've missed this, buddy. Mind if I watch a while? Oh, look, our friends are here. And there's some
Like the
more.
soundtrack.
Yeah. The stage was dope.
It does.
I'll lay you a hand.
A nice small stage.
Burning.
Nailed it.
Sure
Riken
did.
Hopkins
With
says, will we get
power.
Waluigi next? I think either whoever the last character is
Never
will either
expected
be
to see you
Waluigi
two
or
again.
Sora. That's
Yeah.
to end it. That's my prediction.
Now that you're in Smash, I won't go easy on you.
It's crazy how many characters they've added to this. This game is nuts.
We're fighters
That's my thing.
too.
Anytime they add a character that's just not for me, like similar to this,
Right.
I just think about how many
How
characters
many
are
other
for
characters
me.
there are?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and what they've done to it, and it's like, I will play that character, and I'm sure I'll enjoy
Minasan.
them.
Hello,
And
everyone.
I'm okay with.
It's been a while. I'm Shinya Takahashi
Takahashi
from
here.
Nintendo. Last year, we delivered some news through a series of Nintendo Direct mini presentations. However, we haven't been able to present a Nintendo Direct in this style for some time.
Reno.
I'm happy to share this Nintendo Direct with you all today.
There's a million people watching the official.
We
Nintendo
appreciate
stream.
your continued support.
Yeah,
That's wild.
1.1 million.
That's awesome.
Okay, what you just saw was the reveal trailer for the newest fighter in the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate game, Pyra and Mithra. They originally appeared in the Xenoblade Chronicles series as Rex's 2-in-1 ally. Please look forward to seeing their moveset in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. This fighter releases in March, so we hope you'll stay tuned
March, okay.
just a bit longer. All right, let's continue with our first batch of Nintendo Switch headlines.
Oh man, nice.
Fall Guys.
Yes. All right. Yep. This is.
No, I've been waiting for this.
Yep. This is gonna get me back into the game. 100%. I saw Paris Lilly, friend of GI, tweeted about this and said he wanted it, and he spoke it into existence.
Thank you, Paris.
This feels so right.
I'm excited my wife and I can play this together now.
Oh, nice. Were you playing
Another
on PC?
game I'm very bad at. Very bad at.
Oh, yeah. I
Stumble
am-
toward greatness when Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout comes to the Nintendo
Summer?
Switch
Okay.
system summer 2021.
Nice. Yeah, definitely be jumping back in. I'm curious. I do want to find out if your
You have 22 minutes before the
your
solar
stuff
system
carries over
is
from your other
destroyed.
account, but
This is really cool.
Venture
Actually,
into the vast
I
reaches
just
of
tried
space
playing
to
this
uncover the
yesterday, and
secrets
I was
left
too
behind
afraid.
by an ancient civilization.
I'm afraid of space.
You have
I
22
discovered
minutes.
that yesterday.
After
I was
that,
just floating
the sun
around,
will explode and
and I
the
was
solar
just like,
system will
nope,
be
I'm terrified of
annihilated.
it.
yeah.
But this is cool.
However, everything will reset, allowing you to continue exploring while retaining information you gathered. By repeating these cycles,
Have you guys
you'll
played this?
gradually unravel the mysteries hidden
I
in
actually,
the
just like
universe.
you, I almost started playing it this week, but I was like, I need to finish some other stuff
What messages will you
before I
discover?
get into this.
How can you
But I've been
prevent the
dying to
sun
play it.
from exploding?
Being in space.
Why is the solar system
I
trapped
don't know,
in
man.
an endless
It
time
just,
loop?
like, freaks me out. I don't know.
Find
Black
out
Infinite.
when the critically acclaimed
Yeah.
Outer Wilds launches on Nintendo Switch summer 2021.
It's something that people
Put your sleuthing skills to the
absolutely love,
test
and
in
I
two
have not
classic
had a
murder
chance,
mystery
so.
games.
What we got here?
Famicom Detective Club, The Missing Heir, and Famicom Detective Club, The Girl Who Stands Behind.
Interesting.
Two deep cuts from Nintendo history
Visual
are coming to
novel?
North America for the first time.
Oh.
Localized in
person's
English
beard.
and modernized
Very
for the
nice
Nintendo
beard.
Switch system. Suspense, drama, and twists and turns await at every corner. You'll be on the edge of your seat as you dive into these deep narratives set in Japan. In one game, you'll
Jake
solve a
Wisau,
complex murder case surrounding a
one of
wealthy
the editors at
family
GI
in a
is
haunted
really
village
into,
while dealing with amnesia.
Visual novels, so I wonder if he's.
But
he'd be
that's
into
not
this.
the only case to crack.
I kind of like the sort of like Professor Layton
In the other
style
game,
games. I
you'll
know those aren't
investigate a
totally
supernatural
visual
rumor
novels, but
after
they're
a
kind of
mysterious
like it.
death to free students from a sinister nightmare. Interrogate suspects and hunt for clues to piece together these chilling conundrums.
Chilling conundrums.
Can
I
you
like that
figure out who the
alliteration
culprit is before it's too late?
Sounds like a nice metal band name.
there. Yeah. I'd
Chilling
love that.
Conundrums. Just blast beats.
This is creepy.
Uncover the deadly truth in Famicom Detective Club: The Missing Heir and Famicom Detective Club:
Oh, this is
The
like
Girl Who
red and blue
Stands
version?
Behind.
Yeah.
Coming to Nintendo
Ah.
Switch May 14th.
Interesting.
Pre-orders
That's
begin
too spooky.
today on
Oh,
Nintendo
man.
eShop.
Are you not a spooky fan?
No, I like it. It's just
A new
I have
age
to.
of battles begins.
I have to ration out the amount I can take.
For sure. Fair. Yeah.
What's this? Oh.
Warriors.
Dynasty Warriors?
style game? Yeah.
Fire Emblem Warriors? No.
I don't
That
know.
doesn't look like Fire Emblem.
Here's a question: are Masu games like becoming more of a thing, or was I just not paying attention? I guess I,
I think
would
they're
assume.
becoming more popular.
Yeah.
I think they're becoming more popular, yeah. You got your Zeldas, you got your Personas, and your Fire Emblems.
Yeah.
It's
I
becoming
still
a thing.
kind of feel like it's
The latest entry in the Samurai
Cash
Warriors
grab,
franchise
but
is coming
that's my
to
opinion.
Nintendo Switch. Dive into the history of the Sengoku period as the series
They're
now
also
shines
just
the
not
spotlight
for me.
on Nobunaga Oda and
That's
Mitsuhide
okay.
Akechi.
Chat, let us know if you're hyped.
Character designs and visuals have been revamped for this installment.
I think I just saw somebody say that they want
Unleash
Elden
high-octane
Ring.
moves in electrifying 1 versus 1
Oh,
ability
honey.
battles.
You're in the wrong stream if you
Yeah.
want Elden
Samurai
Ring.
Warriors
Oh,
5.
man.
exclusive to
Slashing its
Switch,
way
Elden
onto
Ring.
Nintendo
Oh my
Switch,
God.
summer
Internet would
2021.
blow up.
Comes with an easy mode.
The vast world
this art
of
looks good.
Fadiel
I was gonna
beckons.
say you piqued my interest with the pixel art.
After 20 long years, Legend of Mana featuring remastered HD graphics is coming to Nintendo Switch.
Oh, cool.
Oh man, this is so beautiful.
You'll set off on a journey to find the
Wow.
mystical mana tree seen in a dream. Before discovering the world map is empty. During your
What?
travels, you'll acquire special items called artifacts. Place them on the map to bring towns, dungeons, and other lands to life.
John Martin says I'll definitely.
It's
be
up to
picking
you
up
on
Samurai
when and where to
Warriors. I'm a
place
sucker for the
artifacts,
genre.
as well as how to
Oh
advance
yeah,
the
glad you're
story.
excited.
Join forces with characters, each on their own
Oh, man.
personal quests.
I don't know what that is, but
Square
I
off
kind of
against
want one.
fearsome
That
monsters.
big creature, whatever, whatever that was.
Or
It would
take
be
a
a good
break from
plushie.
adventure and rest up at
Yeah,
home.
right.
Yeah.
The music has been rearranged for this enhanced version.
So this is like a
You can
remake, I'm
alternate
guessing,
between the new
or
arrangement and the
a
original
fourth or-
It
soundtrack.
looks like it.
Other features have been
I'm
added,
not
including
aware of
the
this.
ability
I
to turn
know,
off enemy encounters,
I have
as
collection
well
of
as
mana,
the new
but I'm not
minigame
sure if
Ring Land.
These are related.
I
Legend
feel
of Mana
like
will
I'm
launch
too
on
young
Nintendo Switch
to appreciate
June 24th.
what that is.
Yeah.
Oh man, this Monster Hunter.
Monster Hunter.
That's what I was thinking.
Monster Hunter, yeah.
I'm so excited for this.
Time to just devote 1,000 hours of my life against my will. Here we go. I don't have a choice.
It is what it is.
This game looks so good for Switch.
Yeah, and it's got a lot of the features from World. You know, like the seamless levels and how you don't, there's no loading screens and stuff. That's really, really good.
What is it, Joseph? You seem like a pretty big Monster Hunter guy. What is it about the series that gets you excited so much?
It's just that loop of like, cool, I have good armor now. Now I can take on this monster. and then you beat that monster and you get a little bit of that armor, and you're like, I could totally just go for some more of this armor, and then you get the better armor, and then you just keep doing that for the rest of your life until you die.
Elder, I have important news.
Seriously, and then you do it with friends, and there are different builds
Go
and stuff.
assemble
Oh
the
man,
villagers.
it's so good.
50 years ago, Kimura village was attacked by the Rampage and Magnum Malo. And we suffered some devastating casualties.
How can we fight against that?
Our hunter's about to face the biggest challenge yet!
On paper, this series
We
is
can't lose this game!
totally within my
Pull
wheelhouse,
yourselves
but I have
together!
not found a game that has got me well.
Go rampage
I'm sure you've tried World.
I have it downloaded. I have not tried World.
I think World's a great place to start. It's definitely the most like user-friendly
Watch out
of
for
all
the
of them.
apex!
Yeah.
Do not let it pass!
And it's on Game Pass, I think.
The rampage.
Yeah, I think you might be right about that.
Going to last.
Yeah, I'm pumped for that.
Good.
Me too.
That's
Me
March,
too.
right?
You know
I
what?
guess
Yep.
we'll find
Yeah.
out
We
in a
should
second.
start
but yeah.
March
Operations right
20
away.
something.
We're
26
here
or
to
something.
offer
Yeah.
assistance.
There it is.
Stop the calamity.
Woo!
March 26th. So not long. A little over a month.
Yeah. Oh man, look at that Pro controller.
Oh, that's icy. I like that a lot.
That was the latest trailer for Monster Hunter Rise from Capcom. How
Joseph,
will
I
our
think you're,
heroes
like,
fare
a
against
second
these
in
ferocious
front of me. Can you
monsters?
hit pause for a second,
Stay
then
tuned
start
for the
again?
latest
We'll do that.
installment
Thank
in
you,
the
sir.
Monster Hunter series, launching March 26th. Next,
What else we
I think we're good.
please
What
take a
else we
look
got?
at this.
It happened!
Once again.
Oh my god!
Yes!
Tee off the
Yes!
latest installment of the
Wow.
Mario Golf Series,
Yes!
coming to Nintendo Switch. Study the wind and
You
terrain.
called it, man.
I wasn't ready to
called it.
Time
believe.
to think things through.
You're welcome.
I'm ready for a golf
this
game,
is
man.
it. I did this.
Let's go.
Enjoy golfing with familiar
Oh, man,
I'm so
look how good
excited.
that looks.
characters.
Look, my
on
boy
courses
Yoshi.
Look how good
filled
that
with
looks.
lush, natural scenery.
Bowser's looking swaggy too. Hell yeah!
Use features on the greens,
Yeah, I'm ready.
like a shot
Oh,
gauge,
man.
to see how your shot will curve due to slopes. And a scan that lets you examine
Ooh.
a course's terrain.
Oh, they're getting in depth with this now.
These features
I was like, yo, it's
can
just
help
golf.
you ace your shots.
No, it isn't. It's not just golf.
In
Oh, look
addition
at
to
the
button
motion
controls,
Look at that.
you can also use motion controls by holding a Joy-Con controller
That's
like a
fun.
golf
So I can
club.
slice like I do in real life.
Gently
Yeah.
swing the controller to have your character swing in the game, letting you easily
Oh, I'm so
enjoy the
pumped.
sensation
Thank you, Mr.
of
Nintendo.
golfing.
Yeah, I'm happy with
On
this.
top of all
this is
that,
great.
I wanted a
there are
Mario
several
sports
modes
game. If
with
it's
new
not
elements
Strikers,
that truly
Yeah.
bring
Mario
heat
Golf.
to Mario
Yeah, I guess this
Golf,
kind of rules out
including
strikers
this
then,
one,
right?
Speed
Yeah,
Golf.
but hey, I love golf too.
Here, it's always your turn.
Oh, and we got
Everyone tees
multiplayer,
off
of course.
at the same time, then you'll
go.
race through the course to reach your ball. Give it
So what do
another
we think?
whack,
Imagine
get it
paying
closer
60
to
bucks
the
for
hole,
this.
Then keep going.
Hey, I will.
I'm going
Outpace
to,
your
yeah.
opponents to come out
I'm
on
gonna
This
top.
might
say-
be summer.
Your
Yeah.
gonna
golfing
say,
skills
yeah,
aren't the only things at play.
May,
Make
maybe?
use of dashes
May or
and
June,
special
yeah.
shots to beat the competition.
Wonder how many stages we'll
Oh,
get.
did we mention story mode? As a Mii character, you'll start out as a rookie
Oh, that's
and
cool.
develop your golfing skills while interacting with
I hope
various
it's better than the
Mushroom
Mario
Kingdom
Tennis
characters.
campaign.
Level up with
Is that-
experience
Surely
points
it's
earned
pretty
during
Wait, was there a
matches.
I played it. Was there a
Allocate
campaign?
points to different
It was
stats.
bad.
The bar is
allowing you to
very
develop
low,
your
so
character
surely it'll be.
however
Look at
you
Wario
like.
in his hat.
You can
Oh,
also use
Wario's
your
so
Mii
dope. But
in
yes, you
versus
get,
play.
you get those stat
Put your golfing
increases too.
skills to
I'm
the
still playing
test
Golf Story,
with
so
Mario
I'm
Golf Super Rush.
June 25th.
Swings
There we
on
go, we got the
Nintendo
answer.
Switch,
That's
June
awesome.
25th. Pre-orders begin
Let's
on
go.
Nintendo
Hell
eShop
yeah.
Money.
after this
Mario Golf
presentation.
Super Rush.
dope. I'm so into it. That's my
Yeah.
first big hype moment.
The
of
latest
the
game
stream.
in the
Me
Mario
too.
Golf series adds new gameplay for multiplayer modes, as well as the familiar
Here we
golf
go.
gameplay
Chat, we were
with
just warming up. You
easy-to-learn
gotta
controls.
ease us in. It's been a year and a half. We had to get there, right? Now
Please
we're
look
getting
forward to this game on Nintendo Switch.
This is the part of the presentation where they just hit us.
Let's move on to
Bang,
more
bang.
Nintendo
Alright, here we
Switch
go.
headlines.
there. Yeah. Let's see.
Check out these games coming to Nintendo
Hollow Knight
Switch.
Silk Song. I'm calling it.
Okay.
Oh man, that'd be so cool.
Return to the unforgiving
We
world
haven't
of
heard from that in a
Pandora
while.
and Tales from the
Oh,
Borderlands.
this is cool.
Yep.
Play as the Hyperion lackey Reese.
I've heard
and
this
the
is
quick-witted
incredible.
con
I've
artist
never-
Fiona
I've
as you
never
set out to
given it a
recover a
shot.
mountain of cash.
Yeah, this
Set
was taken
between
off of
Borderlands 2
digital
and 3,
storefronts
this
for
game includes
a really
all
long
5
time after the whole
episodes,
Telltale
with
thing
classic
went down.
Borderlands
So
humor.
it's cool that you can buy it again.
Gangsters, bandit lords, and vault hunters are just a handful of the obstacles you'll encounter in this choice-driven
And the
narrative
art direction is
adventure.
pretty easy
Embark
to take
on a
over the
wild
Switch
ride
too.
when Tales from the Borderlands
Works well.
launches on Nintendo Switch March 24th. 32 of Capcom's most beloved arcade
nice.
classics are
Cool.
coming to Nintendo Switch.
cool, yeah.
Rewind gameplay, adjust game speed or
This is like the
difficulty,
only
and
way
select
I'd be
from a
willing
variety
to
of display options
play any of
to
these
relive
games
that
because there's like a
arcade
rewind
goodness.
feature
Get
and all that.
1943
So I'm
The
down.
Battle of
Yeah, that
Midway
can
for
actually
free.
be-
Then purchase game packs or the standalone Ghosts and Goblins add-on to build your collection. Local
some of
co-op
these games
play
are
is
so
also
hard.
available. Scratch that nostalgic itch when Capcom Arcade Stadium launches later today.
Oh, today, look at that.
Nice.
Brains. There's a zombie. You just can't get enough of it.
The zombie?
This action game from
He's
Aken.
back, baby.
Build your zombie horde and take revenge on the city.
Dude, I used to
Humans
love
and your
stuff.
undead allies. Replenish
Bro,
your
if you
Throw
would've-
your hand on them and control people?
Gut
Oh,
grenades
dude.
and more
Bro,
during
if
your
you would have
grisly
said
mission.
here, if you would
This
have asked
city
me
ain't
before
no
the
match
stream,
for a dead man.
what's something you
Stubbs
never
the Zombie,
expected in a million
Rebel
years?
without a pulse.
Stubbs the Zombie
Way
would
onto
be
Nintendo
one of
Switch,
those
March
games.
16th. Pre-orders begin today on
Just wait for my video essay on Sub the Zombie coming soon.
Look at that.
It's Travis Touchdown
Oh,
versus
nice.
Assassins. Wait,
No more
aliens?
heroes.
I know a lot of people are excited
Aliens
about
have
No More
invaded
Heroes.
Earth.
Yeah.
Hold up, is this even the right game? Anyway, after annihilating an entire city, the aliens have taken
That's cool.
over
Bro,
and
that
now
was
host
wild.
an intergalactic superhero ranking tournament to decide Earth's fate.
Here we go.
As the crass, beam katana-wielding assassin Travis Touchdown, you'll need
It's
to
a
fight
little
your way to
blurry.
the top to save the world.
I wonder if that's just the.
Hey, not so fast.
No, maybe not.
To enter each boss fight,
Yeah, I don't know.
you'll have to do some odd jobs
Yeah, it
around
looks blurry
town,
on my
but
end
enough
too,
to
yeah,
pay
I
off
don't
the
know if
entry
it's the
fee.
stream
You'll
or
then
what.
face off against a slew of
Bummer.
unusual opponents. Most of them aliens with some crazy tricks up their sleeves. Study their tactics carefully to gain the upper hand in
This
combat.
looks like a game that
With a
is
new and
totally for
improved
me
depth
that I
glove,
just haven't
you'll have
tried
access
yet.
to a variety of deadly skills that can be customized and upgraded before each match.
Because that first one came out on
The
the
fate of the
GameCube,
world
right?
is at stake.
Or
So
am I
get
thinking
ready to
of
kick
something
some.
No, the Wii. I think it was on
whatever
Wii
aliens have that you can
and
kick.
PS3.
Anyway, it'll all make sense when No More Heroes 3 lands on Earth. Or
Oh,
Nice.
August. Okay.
Oh,
I
okay.
think that's
Switch, August 27th.
Yeah, I think that's new. That
So
announcement.
now they're showing. They said they're going to highlight the first half of the year,
Exterminate
but
demons in.
that
Is this
apparently
Paradise Killer?
Annapurna.
As above,
Neon
Annapurna.
white.
so below.
Annapurna doesn't miss, so I'm
Why
curious
do they
what this is going
need
to be.
assassins in heaven?
They're doing that cat game.
If someone's
They're
Yes,
like
they
a
are.
cat out in the city.
Yeah.
What's that called? Something? Stray, I think. I don't
Yeah, I think it's Stray. I think you're right.
know. Is it Stray? Moses is
Interesting.
excited.
FPS meets card game.
Yeah. Not anticipating this, but I don't usually anticipate what Annapurna is working on, so.
This is interesting.
It's kill or be killed. You won't last long if you can't rely on
This
yourself.
looks really wacky.
The gameplay has me intrigued.
Yeah.
God's judgment has nothing to do with
I
it.
think I'm sold on this.
Yeah, that's cool.
I want to see an actual like demo of it, but consider me intrigued.
Uncover Heaven's
Yeah, I
Mysteries
think you're
in
right.
Neon
This is
White,
now
coming to
back half
Nintendo
of the
Switch,
year.
Yeah.
winter 2021.
Which I think is actually a good thing because we're only
The
20 minutes
DC
into
superhero girls are here to save the day.
this. So I bet
Hi,
they
everyone.
end it with
My name's Barbara
Zelda,
Gordon.
right? Spend
Right.
15 minutes or
AKA
so on
Batgirl.
what's going on.
I'm
for-
always inventing new gadgets to fight
Zelda,
crime,
but I could be
like
wrong,
my
we'll see.
batarangs and backup. This is Supergirl. She's
This
super
reminds
strong
me. What's that
and has
online
heat
game?
Plus super breath.
Not DC Online, the
And
like
let's
shooter.
not forget
There was like a
Oh,
Batman
Gotham
shooter.
City
An
Imposters.
Amazonian warrior.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Gotham City Imposters.
Along with our
That
friends
game was
Green
so
Lantern,
cool.
Bubble,
It was
and
like
Connor, we fight
just
evil
weird and
supervillains to keep
yeah,
our city safe.
kind of ahead of its
But
time.
we're
I
not
feel.
just
Yeah,
about the
it
super
is
life.
one of
We also
the
have our school
my
lives, and
all-time
trust me,
favorite
there's never a
multiplayer
dull
games that I'm
moment at
good at.
Metropolis
Therefore, I
High
enjoy it,
School.
but no one else does.
Sometimes it
I feel that.
Get
That
out of
I feel
class
that.
and do
Bioshock
some
2.
shopping downtown.
town with my
Snoopy's
best
The
flying
online,
ace.
the online for Bioshock 2.
Share
Yep.
on Superstar Post while
Nice.
we're at it.
I ran show at it because no one else played it.
I got a comment already. Nice.
Cool.
Ooh, and I definitely want to hit up Sweet Justice later. Uh-oh, something really bad is threatening the city. No one could have seen it coming, but when
Trial of
Justice
Paris
calls,
says, all right,
you
we're on
can
to
count on
really
us
kid
to
games
answer
now.
no matter
You know,
what.
Nintendo, that's the beauty of Nintendo, right?
Just gotta make sure no
There's
one
something for
figures out
everyone.
our secret identity.
This, not meant for us,
DC
you know,
Superhero
for us as
Girls
hosts,
Team
I don't
Power
think, but,
heroically
you know.
sourced onto Nintendo Switch.
Speak for yourself, okay?
Okay, yeah, I did. I spoke
No, I
out
don't
of
know.
turn there.
I'm sure it's fine.
Ready the
I don't
juice
know, I'm sure
cannons
it's
and prepare for battle.
Is this?
Plants vs.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Oh, the Battle for Neighborville.
These games are a good fit for Switch.
Yeah.
Not
I
too
do.
furious.
I want them to make a like an old school one though.
Oh yeah.
A gritty
Yeah, they haven't
reboot.
done one of those in a while.
Did you like playing zombies or plants more? I always like zombies.
Yeah, zombies.
I don't remember playing as a zombie. Are you talking about in this game or like the original?
Yeah.
Oh,
In this
no.
game.
Ah, that makes sense why I was confused because I haven't played this game.
Oh, okay.
Like I thought you just played as the plants in 1 and 2.
It's a fun class-based, multiplayer game.
It's a little like Team Fortressy.
Okay.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
It doesn't light the world on fire, but it's cool.
Who will join you in your adventure? Hint, anyone can.
Is that
Find out.
Metopia?
Band together on a
Metopia.
Called
quest
it.
to face evil and save faces. Metopia is coming to Nintendo Switch.
Oh my god.
Cast me characters in various roles across the kingdom.
I love the
Turn
just
your
like
favorite people into
horrible
your
memes
allies,
people make.
or even make someone
So
the
good.
The ones that are
nefarious Dark
just
Lord.
like horrifying.
Abominations.
Makeup has been
What
added as a
is
new
that?
feature in this
Yeah.
game. Glam up your Miis and get them ready for adventure. There's also a new wig feature, letting you go wild with your Mii creations and make them even more
cool.
fabulous.
I'm down for that.
They're losing me a little bit.
You want
You
less,
don't like the haircut?
less customization
So
people?
consider spending some quality time with allies to strengthen bonds. This can give you an advantage during battle. If your relationship's sour, though, things might take a turn for the worse.
Man, I miss
Whoa.
Street Pass.
You can have
so
a
much.
horse as an ally?
Forgot about
That
Street
sounds
Pass.
pretty darn good.
God, I love
Care
Street
for
Pass.
it,
What a
and it'll
cool
lend a
idea.
hand, or poof, in battle. Venture with friends and familiar faces in the lighthearted romp Metopia. Coming
It's
to
crazy
Nintendo
that this is
Switch
coming back.
May 21st.
I know.
Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
Cool.
Now they're going back a little bit more in the year, which is okay.
Super Mario themed
here we
items
go.
are coming to your
They
There
knew
it
I
is.
was fading out of the game, and they're gonna bring me right back.
Super Mario
Oh,
Bros.
yes!
Anniversary
Give me
themed
Luigi,
item
baby!
to the Animal Crossing New
Hell
Horizons
yeah.
game.
That's so funny. Look at that
Other
mustache.
items
so
like the
good.
Super Mushroom and the question block can be ordered in-game
I'm a
as
simple
furniture
man,
items.
you know?
This is all I
Put
need.
Mario in a game and
Place them however and
I'm
wherever
okay.
you'd like.
Oh my
Look
god!
Wario,
that's great,
Wario.
dude.
You can also
Yes.
place 2 warp pipes.
I need that costume.
Oh,
Warp
yeah.
I would pay
Are they functional?
$1,000 for that costume.
Are they functional? No
Yes.
way.
Then use them
That's
to travel
awesome,
to
dude.
locations on your island.
Give me it, baby.
Hey, why not try recreating the Mushroom Kingdom?
That's so dope.
Sign
cool.
me up. Take my money.
Free update for the game
Yes,
launches February
it's soon.
25th.
Okay. Yep.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna prep my
downloading it,
island. I'm gonna
Super
start
Mario
clearing stuff
Brothers
off.
items will be available via Nook Shopping starting March 1st.
Sick.
Cool.
I need
Keep an eye
that
on the
Wario
official
costume.
Animal Crossing Twitter account for the latest information.
I feel like you get a half point. It's not the Wario game you wanted, but there's been a decent amount of Wario for you for you
All
today.
right, I'll take half a
Continue
point.
enjoying
I'll
life
take
on
it.
your island.
Sick.
I love it.
How was that?
It was great.
These collaborations
It was amazing.
will be
Take
released
my money.
as part of the Super Mario Bros. 35th anniversary events. Please wait a bit longer for their release.
Okay.
I will be patient.
Speaking of which, last week, we had the global launch for the Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury game.
Very, very good.
We hope you enjoyed that Mario adventure as well.
I really like Bowser's Fury.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next, we have another game to show you.
Let's see. All right, what do we got? What do we got?
Elden Ring.
I think I.
Ah, I think I know what this is.
Is this? Hold on. Is this Octopath 2?
He uses no recourse. Swords.
Yes, let's go, baby.
That's Frost.
Is that what this is? Let's go.
It's gotta be, dude.
Yeah, this looks just like Octopath.
Raised earth and burnt corpses.
Isometric point of view.
And no other must decide how we proceed.
This has got to be
Yeah,
it.
this has got to be Octopath.
Let's get it, baby. Hell yeah. I'm so excited.
Others look to
Dude.
Oh my god, it looks good.
Oh, you burn. I promise
Show
to
me
do
it.
all in
That,
my
oh, it's
power
tactical
to see us through
RPG,
this
not
safely.
even.
Every last one of
So this
Oh,
could be
so
like grid based.
So Project
Triangle Strategy.
These names are ridiculous.
Far, far away lies the continent of
So
Brasilia,
is it like in the same
comprised
universe
of
as
3
Octopath?
nations and
Or is
limited
it-
deposits of salt
I don't
and
know.
iron. The constant
Guess we'll
feuds
find
among
out.
the nations over these precious resources eventually ignited into a great conflict known as the Salt Iron War. Though the hostilities ceased
Original.
with an
Creative.
uneasy truce, decades later, the flames of war threatened to engulf the realm once
Dude.
again.
You are all that remains.
I
Caught
absolutely
in a
adore the
tangled,
visuals
fiery
of the
web
first
of
game.
plots and
I'm
conspiracies,
not a
a
super
brave
big
group from
tactical
Glenbrook fights.
See, that's
RPG
what
guy.
I am.
From
I prefer it
powers
over
that would
normal
orchestrate
turn-based.
their
So
downfall.
So I'm like very excited.
This has to be the same studio too, so I'm definitely willing to give it a try. Well, let's see
In
what
this
this
new
is.
tactical RPG, battles take place on terrain with different
Oh, it looks so
elevations.
good.
A character's attack range is determined by their location and their equipped weapon.
Oh man,
The
this-
range can be
yeah, this is I
extended
think
by
more up my
attacking from
alley.
higher
Me too,
ground
me
than
too.
Than just the
long-range
turn-based,
weapons,
yeah.
such as bows and arrows. Thus, your forces can use the terrain and other elements to gain the
That's
upper
cool.
hand. An enemy outflanked is susceptible not only to your initial attack, but also a powerful blow from the ally positioned
Dude.
behind the enemy.
What have we here?
Charge
so
into an
good.
enemy to send them
Look at that
flying into
grass.
position
Look
for
how
a
good that
follow-up
grass looks.
attack. We win. Link
I mean, since it's turned, you know, into an isometric view, like you, I feel like that the 3D element kind of pops even more.
Then
Yeah.
electrify the area with lightning magic.
I'm more than willing to give this a shot. This isn't necessarily what I
It
was.
is of the utmost importance to
It's
survey the
it's not
battlefield
Octopath 2, which is
before
okay.
taking
I'm
action.
excited to give this a try, regardless. Because before I wasn't a huge JRPG fan either, so
Throughout
maybe
the
this is also
story,
going to
you will be
change me,
faced
you know
with
what I mean?
making
So
important
Yeah.
decisions
I'm excited.
in
It'll
a
be
variety
like a
of
gateway
situations.
game
Yeah.
to get you into those tactical games.
Utility,
like
morality,
Gears Tactics last year,
liberty.
like I love
Oh,
that.
it's
I
so
never,
good. Yeah.
never liked
Decisions
those
will
games
establish
before, and
your
now
conviction,
I have
affecting how the
Mario
story
vs. Rabbids,
unfolds
like, you know,
and
I want to
who
play XCOM.
will join your
I'm
cause.
Equal opportunity gamer.
Once
That's what I am.
more, I would ask you plainly. Do we or
Respectable.
don't we relinquish Prince Roland to Estrost?
Critical decisions that may determine the fates of nations are settled by vote on the scales of conviction. Use information you've gathered to sway allies toward your favored cause. The story will significantly change based on how the votes are cast.
Interesting.
So they refused to
That's cool.
relinquish him to us.
Lies! His hand was forced.
As more and more critical decisions are made, your journey may take you down paths divergent from those of other players.
You will see what true might is.
Cool. Working title.
Project
Okay.
Triangle Strategy.
Didn't they say
a
that
brand
was the
new
same thing for
tactical
Octopath, though, and then
RPG
they
from
just kept
Square
it?
Yeah.
Enix will launch
It
in
just- yeah.
2022.
They just
Please
took
be
off
on
the
lookout
project,
for
Yeah.
more
and then it was just called.
information in the future.
Triangle strategy
After
is
this
not good.
presentation,
Oh,
a demo version of this
Oh, there you
game
go. Okay,
all right.
is
Well, I'll
available
get to
to
find out
download
real
on
quick.
Nintendo
Hell yeah.
eShop. And in the future, we'll conduct a survey to gather
I'm
player
stoked, man.
feedback.
They did
Where's
for
my
Octopath
We look
too.
forward to
Where's my
hearing your
Where's-
responses
yeah.
on the demo.
Well, I know what I'm playing after this.
Please look forward to future updates on this brand new tactical RPG from Square Enix. Okay, let's see a few more Nintendo Switch headlines.
Let's see. What else we got here?
Calling all hunters. Do you have what it takes?
That's Star Wars? Yeah.
What this is?
Okay.
It's like Galaxy Heroes or whatever.
Yeah, something like that. Don't know what that is, but I'll
Zynga.
Does anyone
Star
know
Wars
what that
Hunters is a
It's a
competitive
mobile
free-to-play online
adjacent
game
thing.
set
It's
between
Zynga.
episodes 6 and 7. Clash in this third-person shooter coming to Nintendo
Oh, maybe
Switch
not.
in
Oh,
third-person
2021.
shooter, okay.
Third-person
All
shooter
right.
in between 6 and 7.
All right, let's do this.
All right, Sal. Do I look at you or the camera?
Knockout City interviews, take 1.
We all play for different reasons.
Gorgon love battle. Gorgon.
I thought this was something WoW for a second.
I heard
Wow, on the
that,
Switch.
and then I saw like
Misery,
EA. I was like, what are you
crossbow.
A princess is supposed to lead her people, not be stuck up in some tower waiting for a hero.
In my line of work, bullets are constantly whizzing past you.
Flaming longsword, blade of doom.
Just once I'd like to catch one of them bullets. You know, with my hands.
With this crown, I'm gonna lead my team to
I don't know what
victory
this
and
is.
kick some serious ass!
Look, it's simple.
Gorgon want new weapon.
In Knockout City, I'm like a kung fu master. I can catch bullets. Woo! Come get some.
Another
Interesting.
battle royale.
Got you.
I like the art style.
Yeah,
Is it like a?
Pass to me!
Is it like
it's definitely an
dodgeball?
online game.
Let's find out what sound your face makes!
It kind of reminds me of Ninjala a little bit.
Incoming! Be the ball. Be the ball. Catch me.
Roger that. Heads up, Your Highness.
Eat this!
Be the ball.
What do the characters have to do with what's happening? Like,
guess
why is
so.
there an orc?
Are they from something? I don't know. I feel like I'm like totally missing what this is.
Okay, team. They may have won the battle, but not the war.
Hey, can we redesign our characters? You're not a team if you're not wearing a uniform.
Max,
Okay.
this is a war zone.
So you can just make whatever character you want. I guess that's what that connection is. Yeah.
What? Interview's over? Oh, come on, man. One more game.
Okay.
That's it. Okay, we definitely need to know more about that.
Yeah,
I think.
We'll probably get a press release here in a little bit.
The fight for survival starts now.
Let me check right now.
Hang on tight, because you're all going to play a little game of fate for me.
From the creators of the
Carlos
Danganronpa
Santos
and
says,
Zero
"I'm so
Escape
lost."
series
I'm
comes a
right
fight
there
for
with you,
your
Carlos.
life.
But
I think
that's
we all
okay.
are,
Yeah.
Carlos.
Glad we're not the only
Underwater
ones.
theme park. The 12 of you, known as the Go-Getters Club, must now survive this game of fate at all costs.
So this is from the Danganronpa team. That's cool.
Sorry to scare you all, but
Dragon Grandpa.
the game is canceled.
The game is suddenly called off. You escape the theme park and get a glimpse of Japan, but everyone's vanished. Set off on a captivating journey across the country that blends side-scrolling action with suspenseful narrative.
I like suspenseful narrative.
As you make your way back
Typically,
home to
like, I
Tokyo,
don't like the
you'll
art
alternate
style
between
that,
working
like, the
solo
Danganronpa
and
games
teaming
are
up
in,
with
so
a
it kind of
group
is like a
to
put off
overcome
for me.
challenges and
This
monsters
is like
that
a
stand
little
in your way.
newer.
What
and
awaits you all at the end of your journey?
Could be interesting.
Battle for survival
Also, it might not
begins
like really
in
have an
World's End
identity.
Club,
I don't know.
Venturing onto Nintendo Switch.
I don't know.
May 28th.
You'll find out.
Intrigue.
You'll find out 4
Intrigue.
days after my birthday.
Wield the powers of Olympus
Hades, what's
with the
the-
physical
physical
release
release,
of
okay.
games.
Oh, cool.
I was like, that's where I played
The
this game.
critically acclaimed dungeon crawler and
I
recipient
know a
of
lot
the
of people who
Game of the
have
Year awards.
been asking for a
It's getting
physical
a
edition.
physical
so this
release
is cool.
on Nintendo Switch.
Chat, if you
This
haven't
version
played
comes with a
Hades,
couple of
for the love of
extras to
God.
assist you on your
amazing.
journey out of the underworld.
I
First is a PC
went into it
download
apprehensive
code
that I
for
wasn't
the
gonna
Hades
like it.
original soundtrack.
Favorite game of last year.
It's packed with 2.5 hours of blood-pumping music
Yeah, and the
composed by
soundtrack
Darren
is dope
Korb,
too, so that's a nice
known for his
little
work on previous
Yeah.
Supergiant titles like
It's like really, it's just so satisfying.
The second is a 32-page full-color character compendium featuring
Wow.
portraits of the
So
game's
it's like a
vibrant
real
cast of
physical
gods,
edition like we
ghosts,
used to get
and
back in the
monsters,
day.
all by
Yeah.
Supergiant's art director, Gen Z. And let's not
Gen
forget
Z?
the game itself, offering dozens of
What I heard.
hours of exhilarating action paired with a compelling story. Escape the underworld again, or for the first time, with the physical version of Hades on March 19th.
Nice.
Oh, it's soon. Cool.
I'm also
A little over a month away. Cool.
I'm watching the
3
No Clip
deadly action
documentary on
games,
that.
1
and
masterful
it
collection.
just makes me want to play it even more. Okay.
Oh,
Ninja Gaiden.
Gaiden.
Wow.
Let's go.
Ninja
That's
Gaiden
really
Sigma 2.
cool. Oh, is it the
Ninja
trilogy?
Gaiden 3 Razor's
Yeah.
Edge.
Yeah.
I think so.
Coming to Nintendo Switch as the action
Yeah.
Ninja Gaiden
That's
Master
so
Collection.
awesome.
Dude, I used to love Ninja Gaiden 2 was
Yeah.
my favorite.
Yeah, me too.
You are the legendary ninja.
What a
Ryu
random
Hayabusa.
announcement.
Right?
Wow.
I was
The
not
great
expecting
evil
that.
with battle skills that are second
This is
to
like the
none.
announcement that
Wield an
Onimusha
arsenal
was
of
coming to
killer
Switch. Like
weapons,
a
each offering
Yeah.
a playstyle with different
I'm here
Although I
for
hope,
it.
skills.
I hope this
along with
plays a little
ruthless
better than
ninjutsu to
Onimusha
swiftly
did because that was
take
kind of
down
disappointing. My memory is that this is awesome.
Quickly gauge your opponent's movements while unleashing fast and frenzied
I
combos.
wonder
Wow.
if this can't
And
be
team up
exclusive
with
to
other
Switch,
super
can it?
ninjas in your quest to fulfill
Oh, I
his
doubt
destiny.
it.
Ninja Gaiden was such a big Xbox franchise.
All
right?
previous downloadable content,
Yeah.
including
And
cosmetic
it came to the-
modes, are included.
Yeah, and it came to PlayStation and Vita as well, and the Wii U. I doubt this is
Revel in
exclusive,
the
yeah.
intensity of Ninja Gaiden
Still,
in
like,
one
cool.
dynamic collection.
I know a lot of
Ninja
people
Gaiden
have,
Master Collection
have,
slices its way
been
onto
clamoring
Nintendo
for,
Switch summer
for
2021.
Something.
They're testing the waters.
June
to see if
10th.
People are interested. Yeah.
More battles are coming to Hyrule Warriors.
your
I
favorite
had that.
Master
On,
games.
I had that on my predictions that we would get Hyrule Warriors DLC. I want credit.
You didn't read it. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, come on. All right.
What if this is all they're doing for the Zelda 35th
All right,
anniversary?
Zelda 35. Thank you. Thank you for watching. So interestingly, with this game, I played the demo or something, and I was totally put off because the performance was so bad. It was like, like the frame rate, and I'm like, this is a Nintendo game, or at least it's, you know, it's exclusive
as
to
such,
Nintendo. So,
yeah.
yeah.
All right.
There's even
Come
more
on.
coming to
I
Nintendo
like more.
Switch.
Bravely Default 2
is almost
Nice.
here. 4 heroes of
Excited
light
You guys
excited for
embark
this?
on a
Yes.
journey
Me
to
too.
restore the crystals. Use the job
Yeah.
system to develop your characters
I
and
didn't play
master
the
the
first
brave
one, but
and
I've
default
gained a love
commands
of-
to emerge
of,
victorious in turn-based battles.
JRPGs.
Veterans and
Yeah.
newcomers to the series can enjoy this brand new
Yeah, I didn't
story
play the first
on
one either,
February
but I
26th.
always wanted to.
A new trailer for Bravely
The
Default 2
naming
will be
convention
revealed
is very
following
weird.
this
So
presentation.
that's
The game can be
that's
pre-ordered
good or
on
bad,
Nintendo
depending
eShop.
on what you're into.
An updated demo is also available. The latest installment in
this
the
is cool.
legendary Ghosts and Goblins series comes to life as the brave knight Arthur
That
will
animation,
unleash
that
weapons,
running animation,
spells,
it
and
kills
skills
me.
to battle monsters across challenging stages within the
So
demon.
bad.
Local co-op
But, like,
is
it's-
also
it's
available for
classic.
the first time.
It's,
Help
like,
Arthur in his
endearing a little
quest
bit,
with
but,
one
oh,
of three
man.
supporting characters: Barry for defense, Carrie for transportation, or Archie for bridges. Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection launches February 25th. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop.
I will give this a try.
I've heard it's brutally hard.
8 protagonists, 8 captivating journeys. Saga Frontier has been remastered
Looks like a
for
PS1
Nintendo
game.
Switch. Travel through a
Oh, is it
stunning
a PS1
sci-fi
game?
world.
Yeah, it looks like
I don't know. Looks like it.
Oh.
Each with their own stories.
One
With the addition of the
TRSY
playable protagonist
says,
Fuse,
put
new gameplay
Cyberpunk
features,
77 on
exhilarating
Switch.
battles.
Oh yikes,
A new
dude!
scenario for the
That can it could barely run on my
Saga
Super
Frontier
27
Remastered
or
is an
Super
adventure not to be
2070.
missed.
I can't talk.
Game
2070
launches
Super.
April 15th.
I don't think it's gonna run on
No,
Switch.
it's not gonna
Apex
happen.
Legends
That's
is
what we have to
streaming
say.
onto the Nintendo Switch system. This free-to-play
Yeah,
battle
there it is.
royale features a
I'm not gonna play it on
growing
here
roster of
because I don't like the
powerful
Joy-Con
contenders named Legends, strategic
analog
combat,
sticks.
cross-platform
But
play,
I am
and more.
stoked that Apex
All
is coming
players
to
on
Switch.
Nintendo
finally.
Switch can get an all-new
What about the
legendary
Pro
Pathfinder
controller? You
skin.
can
I was
do it with a
gonna
Pro
say, you could
controller.
run
True.
show
Free
Pro
levels.
controller.
Yeah,
Season
if
8
I'm
Mayhem Battle
traveling,
Pass.
I will play this version.
Plus, for the
And I
first
assume
2
there's,
weeks
like,
after launch,
cross-progression?
earn double XP when you play
Not
on
yet. They're
Nintendo
working on it.
Switch.
They said.
Fight for fortune, fame, and glory when
Also,
Apex
kind of want
Legends
to
enters
see
the
if I
fray
can
March
run
9th.
show a little bit on people who haven't played the game before.
How's it
Right.
going so far? There's still
March 9th,
a
that's
little
awesome.
bit more to show
Alright,
you
9
in
minutes
today's
left.
Nintendo
Oh, here we go.
Direct.
It's got to
So
be
we
Zelda.
hope
Here we
you'll
go.
stick with us.
Yeah, come on.
Here we go.
Next, please take a look at this.
I will look at whatever you want me to.
Oh, there he is. Okay.
Yep.
Hello
All right,
there.
here we go.
I'm Eiji Aonuma,
Here we go.
producer of the Legend of Zelda series. I'm sure a lot of you saw me and thought there might be news about the sequel to the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild game. Unfortunately, we don't have anything to share right now. We apologize. Development is proceeding smoothly, and we should be able to bring you some new information this year. For now,
That's
we'll
not
have to
coming
ask
this year,
you to
then.
wait just a bit longer.
Nah.
While you're all waiting,
Unless it's
however,
unless it's
this
their
Legend
E3
of Zelda
Direct.
game will be coming to Nintendo Switch. Please take a look.
All right, here we go.
All right.
Wind Waker.
Collection.
Give
Here
me
it
Wind
is.
Waker here.
Skyward Sword. Oh!
Okay.
This game is good, okay?
Is it good?
I'm tired of everybody bad-mouthing this game. This is a good video game.
I never played it.
The motion controls kind of suck, but it's still a good video game, and I think maybe they'll get rid of the motion controls with this.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
All right. Show us the next one, baby.
Man, Aken's like, all right, sweet,
Tell
yeah,
us
cool,
how you
thanks.
really
Yeah.
feel. Oh, man.
Show me Wind Waker. No, if they're starting with Skyward Sword, they're going back. There's more than just this.
There's 7 minutes left in this. There's got to be
Yeah.
more.
Dude, what if it's every Zelda game?
There's one.
I'm hyped.
Keep going.
I'm
Let's
hyped for this.
Yep, keep
I'm hyped for
going.
this.
Keep going.
What you've just seen is The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD. This game originally released in 2011 on the Wii console, and now it's coming to Nintendo Switch. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword featured a control scheme in which players would use the Wii Remote Plus controller as a sword and the Nunchuck controller as a shield. With the increased processing power of the Nintendo Switch system, the controls here are smoother and even more intuitive. And we've recreated the controls for the sword and the shield here by having the player hold 2 Joy-Con controllers.
What is that going to be?
The Joy-Con
Can you
controller
play
in your
without
right
the
hand
That's what
Joy-Con,
I really want
swing
to hear.
it to have
'cause that's
Link
a deal
swing
breaker
his
for
sword
me.
in the game. The Joy-Con controller in your left hand is the shield. By lifting the controller, you can raise the shield to block enemy attacks. You can perform other actions like using both controllers to wield a bow and arrow. These physical
It would have
movements
to,
add a
because
sense
then
of
you
urgency
pretty much,
and tension
it'd
to
be weird
combat.
doing it
Yeah.
handheld.
Yeah, you can't
But
just have
we've
it that way.
also made it possible to play the game with
Okay.
button controls to
Yeah,
ensure it
there
can
we
be
go.
played in
Perfect.
handheld mode or on the Nintendo
Perfect.
Switch Lite system.
Perfect. All right.
After
now
mulling
I'm back
over how to
interested.
assign different gameplay elements to different buttons, we decided to apply the sword motions to tilting the right control stick.
Oh,
Interesting.
Wait. Okay.
Tilt the stick down when you want to swing the sword downward.
Oh,
Like a
wait,
For
so
Honor situation.
Swing to
Yeah,
the
a
right,
little bit.
Oh, interesting.
to the left, or diagonally. Just tilt the stick in the respective direction.
Huh.
Here's something else we've been working on. Specially designed Joy-Con controllers.
I'm a
Those are-
sucker.
The right
Yep.
Joy-Con controller is themed after the
I'm a
Master
sucker.
Sword,
Why
while
do you
the
gotta
left
do that,
features a
Nintendo?
highlighted shield motif.
Yeah, I haven't bought
The
Joy-Cons
Legend
in a
of
while.
Zelda Skyward
I'm
Sword,
gonna
as the
pick
game
those up.
depicting the earliest story in the Legend of Zelda timeline, details the events around the creation of the Master Sword itself. We hope that people who played the original game on Wii, and those playing it for the first time, will enjoy discovering the origins of the Legend of Zelda.
Dusty Gray Fox, I see you. Thank you.
Wow, that's soon.
The
Okay.
Legend of Zelda
Okay.
Skyward Sword HD launches
Ooh,
July
does this mean
16th.
it's not going to be a bundle, though? Unless
Following this
Yeah.
Nintendo Direct, you'll be able to pre-order
Well,
the
it could
game
be
on
there could be a
Nintendo eShop.
separate bundle.
And the specially designed Joy-Con controllers will launch on the game's release day at your local retailers. Many of you may already know this, but The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword was the last original console game prior to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild game, and it was still following the established conventions of The Legend of Zelda. However, it gave a glimpse into many features and innovations that would eventually be adopted in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Using the sailcloth to descend in midair, a stamina gauge
this
that
is all we're
depleted
getting,
as you
isn't it?
scaled walls with vines or ran. Even the concept of collecting items to upgrade gear.
It's
I hope those of you
I'm-
who've played
I'm-
The
I'm
Legend
not
of Zelda Breath
optimistic,
of the
you guys,
Wild
I'm sorry.
will give this
Running
game
out
a
of
try as well.
there's not enough time.
I am excited to try this for the first time.
Please look forward to The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD.
Well, what did you think?
Give me one more
The
thing.
Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword
gotta
has
have
been
one more thing,
optimized for
right?
Nintendo
They have to have,
Switch.
yeah, they've got to have
It
one more
includes
thing.
intuitive motion controls and button controls by tilting the right control stick. Okay, the next game will be our last announcement
All
for
right,
today.
here we go.
Please take a look at
Here we
this.
Bayonetta? No, I don't know.
Splatoon.
Splatoon 3? Is it Splatoon 3?
I think so.
Oh man, if this is Splatoon 3, that is so cool.
What?
He's cute.
I like his hat.
Yeah. Is it gonna be like story mode this time? I know nothing about Splatoon.
Well, it does have a single player mode.
Does it? Okay.
Yeah, but it's like not the main focus.
Okay.
Did not see this coming.
No, I'm right there with
nobody
you.
did.
Yeah. I weirdly think Brian Shea said something about wanting Splatoon, another Splatoon. This is such a weird vibe for a trailer too. Not a bad by any means, but like.
Yeah, it's just a little.
Splatoon is so much more like vibrant and lively. The muted approach is interesting.
Maybe it's your job to bring color to the city.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Open world Splatoon a la Jet Set Radio.
Oh man. Let's go. Oh, there it is. Cool.
There you go.
Nice.
Splatoon 3.
I'm on board. I'm on board.
Show me gameplay.
Ask and you shall receive.
I've almost repurchased Splatoon 2 like 5 times.
Wow.
I'm glad I waited. Because I just want to play a Splatoon game.
Oh, gotcha. Sega Master showing up at the end of the stream to ask anything cool so far? Yeah.
Octopath Spiritual Successor?
Project Triangle Strategy.
Triangle Strategy. What a weird name.
Yeah. Huh.
Okay. No Metroid, like we predicted.
There was that's 1 point at least. Let's say.
What you've just seen is the latest installment in the Splatoon series, Splatoon 3. This game is scheduled to launch in 2022, so it'll be a while. We hope you'll stay tuned for more information at a later time. Today, we showed you a sampling of games coming to Nintendo Switch. A variety of games are in development. And we look forward to sharing more news with you in the future. That's all for today's Nintendo Direct.
Alrighty.
Thank you for watching.
Chat.
Alrighty then.
It looks like that was
All right.
that. Alrighty. Well,
thoughts?
Let's hear. I'll tee it up a little bit. Chat. We are gonna launch into the post show now, so bear with us. But if you want to stick around, we're gonna dive into what we thought of everything, and I think there's a decent amount to unpack. So let's see. So bear with me for a second, chat. I'm going to reintroduce everything. So, hello and welcome to the GI watch along post show of the Nintendo Direct for February. What's the date today? 17th. It was the first Direct in what'd you say, Joseph? 150 or 530
days.
Yeah, that's incredible. And we got it. And first, let's not get ahead of ourselves. I need to introduce the two gentlemen sitting with me, some of the best in the business. We got Alex Van Aken, video editor supreme at GI.
Hello.
You know him, you love him. And then special guest today, Joseph Yaden, video game freelance extraordinaire. You can find his work, his awesome work, through Digital Trends and his podcast, Active Quest. And gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So, we watched it, and I think there are definitely things to be excited about.
Yeah.
I also think I'm a victim of my own expectation.
Yeah, me too. You know, like you said, it was the first Nintendo Direct in 530 some days.
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, I think I was expecting. I think the Zelda 35th anniversary thing, that kind of set me up for failure because I was expecting, you know,
yeah,
a lot.
Yeah, and let's we knew we were gonna get a Smash character. It's Pyra and I'm missing the other name, but Xenoblade 2 characters, right? More sword characters for Smash. Like I said earlier in the show, Xenoblade is not my franchise, so this announcement went a little bit over my head.
Sure.
But at the same time, too, like, we just got Sephiroth, like one of the best villains of all time in Smash. So it's like, you know, not everyone is going to be exactly for you, but I'm excited to try. Their visual designs are really cool, and excited to test out who they are as characters. So,
are you more or less excited for those characters than Steve from Minecraft?
Less. But I thought adding Steve was just wild to me, and I was totally into that. I like when it goes weird.
Yeah.
You know, and Steve is about as wild as you can get. So, other than Master Chief, which I'm sorry, Mr. Van Aken. Sorry for all of us.
Sorry, yeah.
One day we'll get him.
Yeah. So I don't want to, you know, I think we all were expecting a little bit more, especially from the Zelda portion of it.
There are some highlights though,
and that's what I want to focus on. What did you guys like that you saw? Joseph, I want to start with you. What did you enjoy?
Mario Golf.
Yes.
Mario Golf, game of the show. Game of the show.
Yeah, which we didn't even think was going to be a part of it, right? Or I didn't. It was you did because you predicted it, but
that was on my list.
Yeah,
that was on my list. Yeah.
Which is crazy. I think I agree with you that that's definitely one of my highlights. What gets you excited about it, Joseph?
So the thing is like, I've wanted like a portable golf game for a really long time. The one on the 3DS was pretty good, but you know, it just doesn't really hold up as well anymore, obviously. And so, yeah, being able to just play golf in bed or whatever, or while traveling, I think that's super exciting. And I don't know what it is. Like, I'm not a sports guy, but just golf, man. I don't know if that makes me like pretentious or what.
No,
I don't know, but I think it's so fun. And like, I love the hot shots or everybody's golf games. What the golf is cool, golf story. I don't know. It's the sports game for me. So yeah, sign me up. And those hats that they were wearing, I'm all about the hats.
Big hat
golf
guy.
Hat.
Yeah. Big hat guy.
Yeah. Yeah. I wholly agree. Like I said, if you've watched the GI show at all in the last couple of weeks, I talk about I've talked about What the Golf, and then I'm playing Golf Story a lot. My dad's a huge golfer. I actually golf in real life, and so I'm all for it. So I love this. Not too far, June 25th release date, which is very, very exciting. Mr. Van Aken.
Hello.
What got you going? What got you all excited?
A few things. A few like quote like smaller announcements. Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout coming to the Switch. I wrote about that. That was one of my editor picks in our Best Games of 2020 magazine. I like Fall Guys a lot, and it's always kind of been. I've wanted to play the game with my wife. My wife only has a Switch though, and we don't have multiple of the same console, and so it's kind of been like we'll trade off, you know. But it'll be great for both of us to sit down with our Switches and get to play Fall Guys together. So I'm stoked. That's coming this summer. I don't think we got an official date. They just said summer. But it makes sense. Like, I think Fall Guys is that game you want on the go. It's that game that you want to, like, you know, once COVID's over, like, go over to your friend's house and, you know, chill, watch some TV together and boot up, you know, Fall Guys for a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm stoked.
And I think that was part of why I fell off of Fall Guys, right? Was that I needed to be dedicated to my couch, you know, like that kind of thing. But I love the idea of sitting in bed, playing a game or two before I go to bed, getting a couple of crowns, and you know, and calling it a day. So I'm curious to see how they handle, because I think part of the love of that game is the like the cosmetics too.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
like,
for
I'm
sure.
curious to see how they handle. Really hoping they offer cross progression in that way.
That'd be nice.
I wouldn't mind cross play on that either. I usually don't love cross. I love cross play to play with my friends on different consoles, but you know, I also don't like getting wrecked by PC players in like Warzone, but like that game.
Yeah, this is a platformer. I mean, like, you're fine.
Yeah, so
that's a good point.
I hope they do crossplay for that as well.
Yeah, that one, and then Neon White, which was that Annapurna interactive game.
Yeah, that looked really interesting.
I'm normally not like, it's very like anime, which I love anime, but anime games, like typically like the story and the styling, generally the presentation doesn't sell me. But the gameplay looked really cool with like this cards. It's like a FPS meets a platformer meets like a card. It's like a card like deck building system or something where you're swapping between your cards, and that relates to the action that's happening on screen. It seems really cool, really interesting. So I'm stoked for that coming. I think it's coming winter 2021.
Definitely.
You know, I can't recall another game like that, like a first-person card game. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I guess Back for Blood is kind of doing that. Like, they've got a deck building system, but not to like. It was very much like you draw this card, or it seems like you draw this card equates to action on screen. Whereas, Back for Blood, it's like buffs and stuff like that. So
definitely.
Very
Alex,
cool.
Yeah, I think now that I'm settling, now that the hype is within me and I get to channel it. I think Joseph hit the nail on the head with Mario Golf. I think that is my #1 game out of this that I'm most excited for. Let's talk about Project Triangle Strategy.
I love that name.
Yeah,
that name is so good.
It gets better the more times you say it.
That's probably my game of the show.
Really? Wow.
Nice. I'm trying to find it on the stream. I apologize.
No worries.
Oh, quick shout out to Animal Crossing and Mario collab. Can't wait for that. Don't have to wait long.
Yeah.
I'm very excited for that.
Will they say March or was it?
It was
February.
The event starts in
really?
February, but then some of the items will be available March 1st. So
okay, cool.
Little background: Octopath. I was enamored with the Octopath Traveler is a JRPG that shares a very similar style to Triangle Strategy, and that's what took me at first. But then actually playing it, I was so enamored with like the world and the characters. I loved a lot of it. And while this is not the sequel I was necessarily hoping for, I'm excited for this to do what Octopath did to a certain extent in and getting me into something a little bit more tactical instead of just a turn-based RPG. It looks gorgeous. I love that we're gonna get. It's definitely 2.5D, but there are definitely more 3D aspects to it instead of Octopath, which was not as much. I love the idea of the changing story. And you know, this may be commonplace for these type of games, but like I said, I'm not. This isn't.
I'm curious. Like sometimes, like choice plays a huge role. You know, like Mass Effect and other games. It's like okay, it's like really the same outcomes.
Yeah.
But I think they said something about like they mentioned in the trailer. I don't remember verbatim, but they were like they put an emphasis on like it'll dramatically change it or something.
Yeah,
so
they doubled
curious
down
how far
on
that goes. Yeah.
And actually,
you often hear developers say like, you know, oh, your choices matter, and then they don't. So like, I'm kind of hoping they do matter in this game.
Yeah. And whilst we still got a ambiguous 2022 date, the demo, and I would have to check, but I would assume by the time you're watching this, the demo for it is out now. So I have my night planned. Yes.
I'm checking now.
Hell yeah. So I'm very, like I said, when it was first announced, I was hyped as hell, and then when they started to describe it a little bit more, I cooled back a little bit. But I'm very excited to give it a try and see if that can still capture my interest. So, the other thing that I can just feel the internet roasting right now, and I can feel the fires of the internet is the Zelda announcement. We are getting, for those of you just watching the reaction show, it is not, unfortunately, the Zelda collection. It is just, not just, but it is Skyward Sword HD coming in July. Now, would I have loved Wind Waker and Twilight Princess? You better believe it. That's what I was hoping for.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, this is giving me a chance to play a Zelda experience I never tried. That a lot of people, it's controversial, but it's something I am still going to play, and I'm looking forward to trying it. How did you guys feel?
I'm gonna ruffle some feathers here and say that I like Skyward Sword more than Twilight Princess, and I'm totally down for this.
All right,
Fight
ladies
me,
and
come
gentlemen,
at me.
this is the last time you see Joseph Yaden on any of our content. I apologize.
Yeah, later, my guy.
But you're excited about this.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a good video game. It really is. Like I said, the motion controls not great and not ideal. They added a way to use the buttons. I think this is like best case scenario for trying this game. And I think people are going to
the best of both worlds. You can try it like it was intended, or you can try the new, button mapping.
And like honestly, even on the Wii, the motion controls weren't that bad. Like I played through that whole game, and I only remember running into problems like a handful of times. Like it mostly worked. So I think on Switch it'll be even better, or you can play with the buttons. And I think a lot of people are going to come out and say, this game is actually really good. I slept on it back in the day, whatever. So yeah, I'm hyped for this. I would have liked to have seen Wind Waker and Majora's Mask and all those other games. I think that might come at some point though.
There's still time.
Yeah, I'm very curious to see if this is a $60 release though. We'll definitely see. I'm this, like I said, not necessarily what I wanted, but not it could have been worse. Like we could have got nothing. You know what I mean?
It could have been worse.
and I do think people, I'm sure, like a lot of people right now are calling this a bad direct, and I wouldn't go that far. Disappointing a little bit. I would say yes, but
I think people like with it being like the first big real direct in a while, expectations were through the roof. Like they were never going to match up with that
for sure. And I would say too, we didn't see Pokemon for a reason today. Their 25th anniversary is, like I said, February 27th. We're coming up on it, and Pokemon Company's already promised a year of Pokemon. And the last time they did that, I think we got all the Game Boy games like on the 3DS, maybe not all of them, but like it was like red, blue, yellow.
The faves.
Yeah.
And there was a cool system that came out, that Pikachu system. Yeah. Which was just, oh man, that system. Oof.
Yeah. And so I think we're gonna get a Pokemon Direct, shortly thereafter this. And I'm sure the internet will find reasons to be upset at that as well. But and I think let's call a spade. We are in the unfortunate reality right now where COVID is pushing things back. We got spoiled last year because almost all those games that we got were 98, 99% done, Yeah. We're going to have to accept that this is going to be, it's not going to be as bountiful as it was last year.
For sure. Yeah.
I think it's amazing that video games get made in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you add in on top, that people are working remotely and all these, non-ideal circumstances. Yeah. And it seems, I don't know why, but it seems like it has hit Nintendo particularly harder than other publishers and developers. I don't know why that is.
Yeah.
Or if that's even real.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's the reality, unfortunately.
Yeah. So we're just thankful for the developers who do put out games, and we had a really good Mario game come out this year, and with Bowser's Fury. We're gonna get Zelda, and we don't know what the full picture looks like yet. And
no, not at all.
As much as we wanted the whole show, to know everything about what Nintendo's got, I mean, we still got June coming up with whatever E3 is these days. You know what I mean? Like,
and I think when they announced this direct, like at least on Twitter, I'm trying to find it. They mentioned like this is our stuff for the first, like the focus is first half of the year.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
which is weird because we have Splatoon.
Because there's a lot of like, I don't know
so
what that was about.
Do you think there's still the possibility that we'll get that Zelda collection for the end of the year? That'd be kind of weird, but
I mean, the Mario collection didn't hit until August, right?
Right.
August or September, yeah.
Yeah, because
And we didn't know about it until July, I think.
Right. Yeah, because Van Aken, you brought up, first half of the year. So like I'm thinking we might get like a June direct or something. And then maybe that's where we'll get Wind Waker and Twilight Princess and all those games.
And they could extend it over the course of the year, definitely.
Yeah.
We're still not technically out of the year or the Mario's 35th anniversary, right? There's still content to be had from that until the 31st of March, or at least that's when all those games are going dark and whatnot. So whilst expectations were high and it seemed like the stars were aligning, this may not be the last we hear from Link, or it is, and we get to experience a game that's been locked on a system for 10 years. I don't even know how long Skyward Sword has been out, but
10 years, 2011.
Wow, that's wild. So I think there is positive takeaways. Am I a little disappointed? Yeah, but it is what it is, there's still things I'm very excited about, and I think you should be too.
Absolutely.
So
well said.
Parting thoughts, gentlemen. Joseph, any final takes on the direct?
I loved when they announced Leon and Claire for Smash. That was really cool.
You ain't getting the point for that.
No, I mean, I think even if they would have announced that trilogy collection or whatever, people would still get mad for some reason. So like there's just no winning with that. But yeah, I thought it was fine. I'm just honestly like excited to play Skyward Sword again. Cool. I really am. I think that's a good game, and I think people need to give that game a chance.
Definitely. Mr. Van Aken.
Listen, Nintendo Switch, good. And that's the message to the end today, right? No, I'm excited, dude. Stubbs the Zombies is coming back. I mean,
that's right.
Oh man,
Stubbs the Zombies saved this Nintendo Direct. All right, I won't hear otherwise.
Biggest Stubbs fan of all time, Alex Van Aken.
That's me. No, dude, we got some really cool games to look forward to, whether they're re-releases or brand new things like Project Triangle Strategy.
Sounds like you just made that up.
Gotta change.
You just made that name up.
I know, right? No, it's it could have been much worse, and I think it was solid. Could have been a lot better based on our expectations, but some good stuff in here
for sure. Yeah, I couldn't say it better myself, so I won't. Mr. Yaden, where can the good people of the GI community find you?
Only the good people, not the bad ones. Only the good ones.
The GI community is filled with 98% good people. I love
a lot of goods.
Yeah.
You can find me on Twitter at Joseph Yaden. You can find my work all over the place, Digital Trends, Games Radar, and then check out my podcast, Active Quest. We put out new episodes every Tuesday. And thank you so much for having me. Seriously, this has been awesome.
Yeah, good.
And I'm excited to play some golf. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Ready for some golf.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll have to squat up and play a little golf, huh?
Squat up for some.
Where we drop it.
Where we drop.
Trying to get them golf dubs.
Yeah, exactly. Dude.
Mr. Van Aken, where can the good people find you?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at It's Van Aken. And of course, you can find all of my work on GameInformer.com. Got some good stuff coming to the YouTube channel this week and next. So stay tuned.
Can't wait. And of course, I am Stadnik76, STUDNIK 76 on Twitter. You can find me there with my, just lukewarm takes and me being a doofus. So, gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. Chad, thank you so much. We'll see you next time.